good pop on that one. Ladies and gentlemen, members and friends, how are we plowing through the year so fast? So many good whiskies always coming through, and we're fast approaching July. July Outturn, Malt of the Month. A whiskey that we've picked out, that we love, that we've got good quantity of, that we can offer at a great price to members, and that we've just raved about recently. So we wanted to put this as Malt of the Month. 149.17 to sup by Starlight in the new flavour profiles, no less, of dried fruits and spices. This is a 9-year-old whiskey from a distillery in the Ardnamurchan Peninsula of Scotland. I won't say which distillery, but that you know where I'm going. That's been matured entirely in a first fill Spanish oak XPX butt. I'll go through that in just a second. But this is, the first thing to remember is this is a relatively new wave distillery of Scotland's. So this is the new wave of what's happening in Scotch whisky. And this is also, wow, sorry, I've just lost my train of thought nosing that whiskey. It's so robust, modern, but I'll come back to that in a second. It's being 9 years old. This is actually some of the oldest independently bottled spirit of this distillery we've ever seen. They've only just released their 10-year-old whiskey last year. Or maybe even it was earlier this year. Time's been flying. So I think they're only at 10, 11 years old themselves as a distillery. So this is a 9-year-old from that distillery. Really interesting to see how this spirit's been developing as we've been releasing 5, 6, 7, 8, 9-year-olds from this distillery now. But this is the first time I've seen this in a while. This has been matured entirely in an XPX butt, which I said to come back around to. XPX, ex Pedro Jimenez, so the Swedish style of sherry cask, but BUTT, meaning the size of sherry cask, which is a big sherry cask, a big sherry butt. So it yielded 638 bottles for the world. We've got a nice healthy allocation to share with members around for this Malt of the Month. Now, if you're sensitive to sulfur, to like that really sort of like burnished tinned peach kind of like railway like log yard sort of style of sulfur, then this might not be your kind of thing. But if you like a little bit of sort of like, I'd almost call it like gunkiness, a bit of sort of like still gunk, or it's definitely a little bit of funk on the nose there, but that's not unusual for this distillate. People praise this distillery for being very similar to Campbelltown kind of whiskey sort of style, that it's very old school, rustic style of spirit. I get like that damper loaf, like, you know, toasted damper and organic sort of spreaded butter. I get rich like sherry and demerara cherries, and just, I'm gonna have a taste. It's rich, it's complex, very satisfying, very bold, a little bit eye-watering because it is 61.7% natural cask strength. Single cask 9-year-old from a distillery on the Ardnamurchan Peninsula, in case I didn't say that loud enough last time. And gorgeous to see, we've had 17 casks already just in the last 5-ish years from this distillery. Now, last time we got an 8-year-old whiskey from this distillery, it's sold out like hotcakes, so don't miss out on this 9-year-old. It's both going to be nicely collectible as a full sherry maturation from this distillery, but also very drinkable. One to open up and share around this winter. I'm Matt Bailey. You're a member of the Scotch Malt Whisky Society, but if you're not, you definitely should be. SMWS.com.au. Got some great membership offers always running, and Malt of the Month in July Outturn arriving soon. Hope you really like the new July format Outturn. Big shout out to my team for putting all that together. It's been looking really good. Love your feedback and love to share a dram with you. See you soon. Cheers.